fantastic. Noun, a fanciful or whimsical person. Adjective, existing in or constructed from fantasy, of or relating to fantasy. Fanciful. Deducted. Verb, to take one thing from another, remove from, make smaller by some amount. Beliefs. Noun, mental acceptance of a claim as true. Liberal. Noun, one with liberal views, supporting individual liberty. See Wikipedia's article on liberalism. Adjective, now rare outside set phrases, pertaining to those arts and sciences the study of which is considered to provide general knowledge, as opposed to vocational, occupational, technical or mechanical training. Approximate. Verb, to estimate. Adjective, approaching, proximate, nearly resembling. Novel. Adjective, newly made, formed or evolved, having no precedent, of recent origin, new. Resolution. Noun, a strong will, determination. Celebrity. Noun, a rite or ceremony. Maintained. Verb, to support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. Adjective, showing maintenance or attention. Calls. Noun, a telephone conversation. Verb, heading, to use one's voice. Blockbuster. Noun, a high explosive bomb used for the purposes of demolishing extensive areas, such as a city block. Sacrificing. Verb, to offer something as a gift to a deity. Depth. Noun, the vertical distance below a surface, the degree to which something is deep. Hose. Noun, a flexible tube conveying water or other fluid. Verb, to water or spray with a hose. Mix. Verb, to stir together. Looking. Noun, the act of one who looks, a glance. Case. Noun, an actual event, situation, or fact. Verb, to propose hypothetical cases. Griddle. Noun, a stone or metal flat plate or surface on which food is fried or baked. Verb, to use a griddle, cook on a griddle. Aspect. Noun, any specific feature, part, or element of something. Verb, of a planet, to have a particular aspect or type of aspect. Payable. Noun, in the plural, debts owed by a business, liabilities. Adjective, due to be paid. Reject. Noun, something that is rejected. Verb, to refuse to accept. Interpreted. Verb, to explain or tell the meaning of. To translate orally into intelligible or familiar language or terms applied especially to language, but also to dreams, signs, conduct, mysteries, etc. Scanner. Noun, a device which scans documents in order to convert them to a digital medium. Smaller. Adjective, not large or big, insignificant, few in number. Adverb, in a small fashion. Luck. Noun, something that happens to someone by chance. A chance occurrence, especially a favorable one. Verb, to succeed by chance. Farm. Noun, a place where agricultural and similar activities take place, especially the growing of crops or the raising of livestock. Verb, to work on a farm, especially in the growing and harvesting of crops. Proofread. Verb, to check a written text for errors in spelling and grammar. Sound. Adjective, healthy. Adverb, soundly. Interjection. Yes. Used to show agreement or understanding, generally without much enthusiasm. Concerns. Noun, that which affects one's welfare or happiness. A matter of interest to someone. The adposition before the matter of interest is usually over, about or for. Verb, to relate or belong to have reference to or connection with, to affect the interest of, to be of importance to. Disappear. Verb, to vanish. Arrives. Verb, to reach, to get to a certain place. Assemble. Verb, to put together. Kindly. Adjective, having a kind personality, kind, warm-hearted, sympathetic. Rate, noun, the worth of something. Value, verb, to assign or be assigned a particular rank or level. Nutritious, adjective, of food or drink, providing nutrients, healthy to eat. Chronological, adjective, relating to time, or units of time. Prescription, noun, the act of prescribing a rule, law, etc. Adjective, of a drug, etc., only available with a physician or nurse practitioner's written prescription. Frightened, verb, to cause to feel fear, to scare, to cause to feel alarm or fright. Adjective, afraid, suffering from fear. Beg, noun, the act of begging, an imploring request. Verb, to request the help of someone, often in the form of money. Host, noun, one which receives or entertains a guest, socially, commercially, or officially. Verb, to perform the role of a host. Imports, noun, something brought in from an exterior source, especially for sale or trade. Verb, to bring something in from a foreign country, especially for sale or trade. Verb, to be important, to be significant, to be of consequence. Novel, adjective, newly made, formed or evolved, having no precedent, of recent origin, new. So, adjective, true, accurate. Adverb, to the explicitly stated extent that. Conjunction, in order that. Interjection, used after a pause for thought to introduce a new topic, question or story. Defense, noun, the action of defending or protecting from attack, danger, or injury. Light, noun, visible electromagnetic radiation. The human eye can typically detect radiation, light, in the wavelength range of about 400 to 750 nanometers. Nearby shorter and longer wavelength ranges, although not visible, are commonly called ultraviolet and infrared light. Historical, noun, a historical romance. Adjective, of, concerning, or in accordance with recorded history, particularly, as opposed to legends, myths, and fictions. Consistency, noun, local coherence. Flirt, noun, a sudden jerk, a quick throw or cast, a darting motion. Verb, to throw something with a jerk or sudden movement. To fling. Adjective, pert, wanton. Constance, noun, that which is permanent or invariable. Purrs, noun, the vibrating sound made by a cat in its throat when contented. Verb, of a cat, to make a vibrating sound in its throat when contented. Cases, noun, an actual event, situation, or fact. Verb, to propose hypothetical cases. Noun, a box that contains or can contain a number of identical items of manufacture. Verb, to place an item or items of manufacture into a box, as in preparation for shipment. Imposed, verb, to establish or apply by authority. Proper, noun, something set apart for a special use. Adjective, heading, suitable. Adverb, properly, thoroughly, completely. Listens, verb, to pay attention to a sound or speech. Continuous, adjective, without stopping, without a break, cessation, or interruption. Inspiring, verb, to infuse into the mind, to communicate to the spirit, to convey, as by a divine or supernatural influence, to disclose preternaturally, to produce in, as by inspiration. Noun, inspiration. Adjective, providing inspiration, encouraging, stimulating. Shaving, verb, to make bald or shorter by using a tool such as a razor or pair of electric clippers to cut the hair close to the skin. Noun, a thin, shaved off slice of wood, metal, or other material. Mindful, adjective, being aware of something, attentive, heedful. Budget, noun, The amount of money or resources earmarked for a particular institution, activity or time frame. Verb. To construct or draw up a budget. Adjective. Of or relating to a budget. Cling. Noun. Fruit, especially peach, whose flesh adheres strongly to the pit. Verb. To hold very tightly, as to not fall off. Continuous. Adjective. Without stopping, without a break, cessation, or interruption. Patience. Noun. The quality of being patient. File. Noun. A collection of papers collated and archived together. Verb. To commit. Official papers. To some office. Fallen. Verb. Heading. To be moved downwards. Noun. The dead. Adjective. Having dropped by the force of gravity. Hiring. Verb. To obtain the services of in return for fixed payment. Noun. The act by which an employee is hired. Shiny. Noun. Anything shiny, a trinket. Adjective. Reflecting light. Knowledge. Noun. The fact of knowing about something. General understanding or familiarity with a subject, place, situation, etc. Verb. To confess as true. To acknowledge. Compromise. Noun. The settlement of differences by arbitration or by consent reached by mutual concessions. Verb. To bind by mutual agreement. Entry. Noun. The act of entering. Retail. Noun. The sale of goods directly to the consumer, encompassing the storefronts, mail order, websites, etc., and the corporate mechanisms, branding, advertising, etc., that support them. Verb. To sell at retail, or in small quantities directly to customers. Adjective. Of or relating to the actual or figurative sale of goods or services directly to individuals. Adverb. Direct to consumers, in retail quantities, or at retail prices. Efforts. Noun. The work involved in performing an activity, exertion. Functions. Noun. What something does or is used for. Verb. To have a function. Recovered. Verb. To get back. To regain. A physical thing. In astronomy and navigation, sight of a thing or a signal. Verb. To cover again. Bad. Noun. Error, mistake. Adjective. Unfavorable. Negative. Not good. Adverb. Badly. Clerk. Noun. One who occupationally works with records, accounts, letters, etc. An office worker. Verb. To act as a clerk. To perform the duties or functions of a clerk. Dreams. Noun. Imaginary events seen in the mind while sleeping. Verb. To see imaginary events in one's mind while sleeping. Print. Noun. Books and other material created by printing presses. Considered collectively or as a medium. Verb. To produce one or more copies of a text or image on a surface. Especially by machine. Often used without or off. Print out. Print off. Adjective. Of. Relating to. Or writing for printed publications. Questions. Noun. A sentence, phrase or word which asks for information. Reply or response. An interrogative. Verb. To ask questions about. To interrogate. To inquire for information. Noun. A game in which players must only say questions. And if they don't, they lose. Minimum. Noun. The lowest limit. Adjective. To the lowest degree. Reformat. Verb. To format anew or again, generally erasing a previous format. Nanny. Noun. A child's nurse. Verb. To serve as a nanny. Accomplished. Verb. To finish successfully. Adjective. Completed. Effected. Established. Pastry. Noun. A baked food item made from flour and fat pastes such as pie crust. Also tarts, bear claws, Napoleons, puff pastries, etc. Marking. Verb. To put a mark on something. To make something recognizable by a mark. To label or write on something. Noun. The action of the verb to mark. King. Noun. A male monarch. A man who heads a monarchy. If it's an absolute monarchy, then he is the supreme ruler of his nation. Verb. To crown king. To make. A person. King. Raincoat. Noun. A waterproof coat to be worn in the rain. On. Verb. To switch on. Adjective. In the state of being active, functioning or operating. Adverb. To an operating state. Preposition. Positioned at the upper surface of. Touching from above. Contractor. Noun. A person or company that builds or improves buildings. As. Adverb. To such an extent or degree. To the same extent or degree. Preposition. Introducing a basis of comparison with an object in the objective case. Conjunction. In the same way or manner that. To the same degree that. Singing. Verb. To produce musical or harmonious sounds with one's voice. Noun. The act of using the voice to produce musical sounds. Vocalizing. Adjective. Smooth and flowing. Dishonest. Adjective. Not honest. Nephew. Noun. A son of one's sibling. Brother-in-law. Or sister-in-law. Either a son of one's brother. Fraternal nephew. Or a son of one's sister. Sororal nephew. Politely. Adverb. In a polite manner. Breakthrough. Noun. An advance through and past enemy lines. Adjective. Characterized by major progress or overcoming some obstacle. 14. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 13 and before 15. Represented in Roman numerals as 14 and in Arabic numerals as 14. Sang. Verb. To produce musical or harmonious sounds with one's voice. Elected. Verb. To choose or make a decision, to do something. Noun. One who is elected. Nick. Noun. A small cut in a surface. Verb. To make a nick or notch in. To cut or scratch in a minor way. Selfies. Noun. A photographic self-portrait, especially one taken manually, not using a timer, tripod etc., with a small camera or mobile phone. Cooker. Noun. A device for heating food, a stove. Regulator. Noun. A device that controls or limits something. Packaged. Verb. To pack or bundle something. Adjective. Having been placed in a package. Converted. Verb. To transform or change something into another form, substance, state, or product. Adjective. Changed in form or function etc. Policeman. Noun. One who enforces. Noun. A member of a police force, especially one who is male. Break. Noun. An instance of breaking something into two or more pieces. Verb. To separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack. By a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Contempt. Noun. The state or act of contemning. The feeling or attitude of regarding someone or something as inferior, base, or worthless. Scorn. Disdain. Ratio. Noun. A number representing a comparison between two named things. Verb. Social media. To respond to a post or message on social media in a greater number than the number of likes the post receives. Essays. Noun. Authorship. A written composition of moderate length, exploring a particular issue or subject. Verb. To try. Negative. Noun. Refusal or withholding of assents. Prohibition. Veto. Verb. To refuse. To veto. Adjective. Not positive nor neutral. Interjection. Signaling. An elaborate synonym for no. Fixing. Verb. To pierce. Now generally replaced by transfix. Noun. The act of subverting. Fixing. A vote. Loud. Noun. A loud sound or part of a sound. Adjective. Of a sound, of great intensity. External. Noun. Chiefly in the plural. The exterior. Outward features or appearances. Adjective. outside of something, on the exterior. Letter. Noun. A symbol in an alphabet. Verb. To print, inscribe, or paint letters on something. Noun. An identifying initial of the academic institution that is awarded to a member of a varsity team. It is made from structured cloth and intended to be sewn to a piece of clothing such as a varsity sweater or varsity jacket. Appearance. Noun. The act of appearing or coming into sight, the act of becoming visible to the eye. Monitoring. Verb. To watch over, to guard. Noun. The carrying out of surveillance on, or continuous or regular observation of, an environment or people in order to detect signals, movements or changes of state or quality. Load. Noun. A burden, a weight to be carried. Verb. To put a load on or in, a means of conveyance or a place of storage. Innovative. Adjective, characterized by the creation of new ideas or inventions. Composition. Noun. The act of putting together, assembly. Artisan. Noun. A skilled manual worker who uses tools and machinery in a particular craft. Adjective. Artisanal. Stepfather. Noun. The husband of one's biological mother, other than one's biological father, especially following the divorce or death of the father. Footsteps. Noun. The mark or impression left by a foot, a track. Leaving. Verb. To have a consequence or remnant. Verb. To give leave to, allow, permit, let, grant. Verb. To produce leaves or foliage. Verb. To raise, to levy. Records. Noun. A disc, usually made of a polymer, used to record sound for playback on a phonograph. Noun. An item of information put into a temporary or permanent physical medium. Verb. To make a record of information. Barrier. Noun. A structure that bars passage. Verb. To block or obstruct with a barrier. Safety. Noun. The condition or feeling of being safe. Security. Certainty. Verb. To secure, a mechanical component, as in aviation, to keep it from becoming detached even under vibration. 11. Noun. A cricket team of 11 players. Hence first 11, the team of best cricket players. At a school. Second 11, the B team, etc. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 10 and before 12. Represented as 11 in Arabic digits. 7th. Noun. The person or thing in the 7th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 7. Depending. Verb. Followed by on or upon. Formerly also by of. To be contingent or conditioned. To have something as a necessary condition. To hinge on. Known. Verb. To perceive the truth or factuality of. To be certain of or that. Noun. Any fact or situation which is known or familiar. Adjective. Identified as a specific type. Famous. Renowned. Fulfillment. Noun. The act of fulfilling. Regulator. Noun. A device that controls or limits something. Contribute. Verb. To give something that is or becomes part of a larger whole. Leaving. Verb. To have a consequence or remnant. Verb. To give leave to, allow, permit, let, grant. Verb. To produce leaves or foliage. Verb. To raise, to levy. Sessions. Noun. An informal gathering of musicians to play music, especially improvised jazz or a similar genre. Noun. A period devoted to a particular activity, e.g. the annual or semi-annual periods of a legislative body, that together comprise the legislative term, whose individual meetings are also called sessions. Continuing. Verb. To proceed with, doing an activity, to prolong, an activity. Noun. A continuation. Damage. Noun. Injury or harm. The condition or measure of something not being intact. Verb. To impair the soundness, goodness, or value of. To harm or cause destruction. Reliable. Noun. Something or someone reliable or dependable. Adjective. Suitable or fit to be relied on. Worthy of dependence. Reliance or trust. Dependable. Trustworthy. Energized. Verb. To invigorate, to make energetic. Restrooms. Noun. A room containing a public toilet, a public lavatory. Competence. Noun. The quality or state of being competent, i.e. able or suitable for a general role. Lobby. Noun. An entryway or reception area. Vestibule. Passageway. Corridor. Verb. To attempt to influence. A public official or decision maker. In favor of a specific opinion or cause. Extensions. Noun. The act of extending. A stretching out. Enlargement in length or breadth. An increase. Reputation. Noun. What somebody is known for. Outfit. Noun. A set of clothing. With accessories. Verb. To provide with. Usually for a specific purpose. Seat belt. Noun. A restraining belt attached to a vehicle seat which is fastened around passengers and which is intended to keep an occupant in place so as to avoid injuries in accidents where the occupant could be thrown against a solid object. Live. Verb. To be alive, to have life. Map. Noun. A visual representation of an area, whether real or imaginary. Verb. To create a visual representation of a territory, etc. via cartography. Serve. Noun. An act of putting the ball or shuttlecock in play in various games. Verb. Personal. To provide a service. Or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Quick. Noun. Raw or sensitive flesh, especially that underneath finger and toenails. Verb. To amalgamate surfaces prior to gilding or silvering by dipping them into a solution of mercury in nitric acid. Adjective. Moving with speed, rapidity or swiftness. Are capable of doing so. Rapid. Fast. Adverb. Quickly. In a quick manner. Addition. Noun. The act of adding anything. Semicolon. Noun. The punctuation mark. Fat. Noun. A specialized animal tissue with a high oil content. Used for long-term storage of energy. Verb. To make fat. To fatten. Adjective. Carrying more fat than usual on one's body. Plump. Not lean or thin. Adjective. Originally African American vernacular English. Excellent. Cool. Very good. Horticulturalist. Noun. A gardener. A person interested or practicing horticulture. Greengrocer. Noun. A person who sells fresh vegetables and fruit, normally from a relatively small shop. Crash. Noun. A sudden, intense, loud sound, as made for example by cymbals. Verb. To collide with something destructively. Fall or come down violently. Adjective. Quick, fast, intensive, impromptu. Shoes. Noun. A protective covering for the foot, with a bottom part composed of thick leather or plastic sole and often a thicker heel, and a softer upper part made of leather or synthetic material. Shoes generally do not extend above the ankle, as opposed to boots, which do. Verb. To put shoes on one's feet. Cod. Noun. A small bag or pouch. Conclusion. Noun. The end, finish, close or last part of something. Automatic. Noun. A car with automatic transmission. Adjective. Capable of operating without external control or intervention. Environmentalist. Noun. One who holds the view that environment, rather than heredity or culture, is the primary factor in the development of an individual or group. Adjective. Of, or relating to environmentalism. Raging. Verb. To act or speak in heightened anger. Noun. A display of rage. Adjective. Volatile. Very active or unpredictable. Music. Noun. A series of sounds organized in time, employing melody, harmony, tempo, etc. usually to convey a mood. Verb, to seduce or entice with music. Explanation. Noun, the act or process of explaining. Hobby. Noun, an activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Calendar. Noun, any system by which time is divided into days, weeks, months, and years. Verb, to set a date for a proceeding in court, usually done by a judge at a calendar call. Sagas. Noun, an Old Norse, Icelandic, prose narrative, especially one dealing with family or social histories and legends. Conviction. Noun, a firmly held belief. Challenges. Noun, a confrontation, a dare. Verb, to invite someone to take part in a competition. Middle. Noun, a center, midpoint. Verb, to take a middle view of. Adjective, located in the middle, in between. Fortnight. Noun, a period of 2 weeks. Per. Preposition, for each. Boots. Noun, a heavy shoe that covers part of the leg. Verb, to kick. Noun, remedy, amends. Verb, to avail, benefit, profit. Noun, the act or process of bootstrapping. The starting or restarting of a computing device. Verb, to bootstrap, to start a system, e.g. a computer, by invoking its boot process or bootstrap. Noun, a bootleg recording. Noun, a servant at a hotel etc., who cleans and blacks the boots and shoes. Nephew. Noun, a son of one's sibling, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law, either a son of one's brother, fraternal nephew, or a son of one's sister, sororal nephew. Pray. Verb, to direct words and or thoughts to God or any higher being. For the sake of adoration, thanks, petition for help, etc. Adverb, please, used to make a polite request. Enjoyed. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Shipping. Noun, the transportation of goods. Receptionist. Noun, an employee, such as a secretary, who works in reception, receiving visitors and or calls. For a person or business, especially an office. Society. Noun, a long-standing group of people sharing cultural aspects such as language, dress, norms of behavior and artistic forms. Steak. Noun, beefsteak, a slice of beef, broiled or cut for broiling. Verb, to cook something, especially fish, like or as a steak. Login. Noun, a combination of a user's identification and password used to enter a computer, program, network, etc. Jobs. Noun, a task. Verb, to do odd jobs or occasional work for hire. Pipe. Noun, meanings relating to a wind instrument. Verb, to play music on a pipe instrument, such as a bagpipe or a flute. Invalidated. Verb, to make invalid, especially applied to contract law. Adjective, made invalid. Phone. Noun, a device for transmitting conversations and other sounds in real time across distances. Now often a small portable unit also capable of running software etc. Verb, to call someone, using a telephone. Fed. Noun, a federal government officer or official, especially FBI, CIA, NSA, ATF, and DIA agents. Orientation. Noun, the determination of the relative position of something or someone. Basement. Noun, a floor of a building below ground level. Outdoor. Verb, in some African communities, to publicly display a child after it has been named. Adjective, situated in, designed to be used in, or carried on in the open air. Program. Noun, a set of structured activities. Verb, to enter a program or other instructions into a computer or other electronic device. To instruct it to do a particular task. Partially. Adverb, to a partial degree or extent, incompletely. Dogs. Noun, a mammal, Canis familiaris or Canis lupus familiaris, that has been domesticated for thousands of years. Of highly variable appearance due to human breeding. Verb, to pursue with the intent to catch. Noun, meat from a dog eaten as food. Noun, feet, from rhyming slang dog's meat. Clue. Noun, a strand of yarn etc. As used to guide one through a labyrinth. Something which points the way. A guide. Verb, to provide with a clue. Journal. Noun, a diary or daily record of a person, organization, vessel etc. Daybook. Verb, to archive or record something. Adjective, daily. Qualify. Noun, an instance of throwing and catching each prop at least twice. Verb, to describe or characterize something by listing its qualities. Inquiries. Noun, a question. Brain. Noun, the control center of the central nervous system of an animal located in the skull which is responsible for perception, cognition, attention, memory, emotion, and action. Verb, to dash out the brains of. To kill by smashing the skull. Regret. Noun, emotional pain on account of something done or experienced in the past. With a wish that it had been different. A looking back with dissatisfaction or with longing. Verb, to feel sorry about. A thing that has or has not happened. After think. To wish that a thing had not happened. That something else had happened instead. Stab. Noun, an act of stabbing or thrusting with an object. Verb, to pierce or to wound. Somebody. With a pointed tool or weapon. Especially a knife or dagger. Specialist. Noun, someone who is an expert in, or devoted to, some specific branch of study or research. Adjective, specialized. Annoy. Noun, a feeling of discomfort or vexation caused by what one dislikes. Verb, to disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Detailed. Verb, to explain in detail. Adjective, characterized by attention to detail and thoroughness of treatment. Grams. Noun, a photograph or video shared on this service. Noun, a unit of mass equal to 1/1000th of a kilogram. Symbol, g. Noun, grandmother. Burn. Noun, a physical injury caused by heat, cold, electricity, radiation or caustic chemicals. Verb, to cause to be consumed by fire. Ambitious. Adjective, of a person or their character. Having or showing ambition, wanting a lot of power, honor, respect, superiority, or other distinction. National. Noun, a subject of a nation. Adjective, of or having to do with a nation. Odd. Noun, diminutive, an odd number. Adjective, differing from what is usual, ordinary or expected. Sleeping. Verb, to rest in a state of reduced consciousness. Noun, the state of being asleep, or an instance of this. Adjective, asleep. Drop. Noun, a small quantity of liquid, just large enough to hold its own round shape via surface tension, especially one that falls from a source of liquid. Verb, to fall in droplets, of a liquid. Kinds. Noun, a type, race or category, a group of entities that have common characteristics such that they may be grouped together. Magnifying. Verb, to praise, glorify, someone or something, especially God. Scalar. Noun, a quantity that has magnitude but not direction. Compare vector. Adjective, having magnitude but not direction. Freight. Noun, payment for transportation. Verb, to transport goods. Dump. Noun, a place where waste or garbage is left. A ground or place for dumping ashes. Refuse, etc. A disposal site. Verb, to release, especially in large quantities and chaotic manner. Mental. Adjective, of or relating to the mind or an intellectual process. Centimeter. Noun, an SI unit of length equal to 10 to 2 meters. Symbol, cm. Cancellations. Noun, the act, process, or result of canceling, as the cancellation of certain words in a contract, or of the contract itself. Eggs. Noun, an approximately spherical or ellipsoidal body produced by birds, reptiles, insects and other animals, housing the embryo during its development. Verb, to throw eggs at. Verb, to encourage, incite. Acceptance. Noun, the act of accepting, a receiving of something offered, with acquiescence, approbation, or satisfaction, especially favorable reception, approval. Noun, a conserved property of the light in an optical system which characterizes how spread out the light is in terms of angle and area. It is the product of its cross-sectional area, normal to the direction of propagation, and the solid angle it subtends. Min. Noun, a unit of time equal to 60 seconds, 1/60th of an hour. Deportation. Noun, the act of deporting or exiling, or the state of being deported. Banishment. Transportation. Speak. Noun, a low-class bar, a speakeasy. Noun, language, jargon, or terminology used uniquely in a particular environment or group. Verb, to communicate with one's voice, to say words out loud. Rescue. Noun, an act or episode of rescuing, saving. Verb, to save from any violence, danger or evil. Drove. Noun, a number of cattle driven to market or new pastures. Businesswoman. Noun, a woman involved in business. Prison. Noun, a place or institution of confinement, especially of long-term confinement for those convicted of serious crimes or otherwise considered undesirable by the government. Verb, to imprison. Examination. Noun, the act of examining. Close down. Verb, to stop trading as a business. Games. Noun, a playful or competitive activity. Verb, to gamble. Aforementioned. Noun, the one or ones mentioned previously. Adjective, previously mentioned. Safe. Noun, a box, usually made of metal, in which valuables can be locked for safekeeping. Verb, to make something safe. Adjective, not in danger, out of harm's reach. Relationship. Noun, connection or association, the condition of being related. Hour. Noun, a time period of 60 minutes, 1/24th of a day. Conducting. Verb, to lead, or guide, to escort. Digest. Verb, to distribute or arrange methodically, to work over and classify, to reduce to portions for ready use or application. Noisy. Adjective, making a noise, especially a loud unpleasant sound. Lasted. Verb, to perform, carry out. Verb, to shape with a last, to fasten or fit to a last, to place smoothly on a last. Fundraiser. Noun, an event undertaken to get money by voluntary contributions for a particular activity, such as equipment for extracurricular sports programs, or to defray laboratory costs. Salaries. For research of a cure for a particular disease. Specifies. Verb, to state explicitly, or in detail, or as a condition. Adding. Verb, to join or unite, e.g. one thing to another, or as several particulars, so as to increase the number, augment the quantity or enlarge the magnitude, or so as to form into one aggregate. Forward. Noun, one of the 8 players, comprising 2 props, 1 hooker, 2 locks, 2 flankers and 1 number 8, collectively known as the pack, whose primary task is to gain and maintain possession of the ball. Compare back. Verb, to advance, promote. Adjective, toward the front or at the front. Adverb. Towards the front or from the front. Ability. Noun. Suitableness. Flies. Noun. The open area above a stage where scenery and equipment may be hung. Noun. Any insect of the order Diptera, characterized by having 2 wings, except for some wingless species, also called true flies. Noun. The action of flying. Flight. Verb. To hit a fly ball. To hit a fly ball that is caught for an out. Compare ground. Verb. And line. Verb. Verb. To travel through the air, another gas or a vacuum, without being in contact with a grounded surface. Noun. Rural. A wing. Bad. Noun. Error, mistake. Adjective. Unfavorable. Negative. Not good. Adverb. Badly. Setting. Verb. To put something down. To rest. Verb. To divide a class group in a subject according to ability. Noun. The time, place and circumstance in which something, such as a story or picture, is set. Context. Scenario. Adjective. That disappears below the horizon. Go. Noun. The act of going. Verb. To move. Adjective. Working correctly and ready to commence operation. Approved and able to be put into action. Episode. Noun. An incident, action, or time period standing out by itself, but more or less connected with a complete series of events. Japan. Noun. A hard black enamel varnish containing asphalt. Verb. To varnish with Japan. Newspaper. Noun. A publication, usually published daily or weekly and usually printed on cheap, low-quality paper, containing news and other articles. Verb. To cover with newspaper. Hobby. Noun. An activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Characteristic. Noun. A distinguishing feature of a person or thing. Adjective. Being a distinguishing feature of a person or thing. Bet. Noun. A wager. An agreement between 2 parties that a stake, usually money, will be paid by the loser to the winner. The winner being the one who correctly forecast the outcome of an event. Verb. To stake or pledge upon the outcome of an event. To wager. Interjection. Expression of general agreement or acceptance. Grass. Noun. Any plant of the family Poaceae, characterized by leaves that arise from nodes in the stem and leaf bases that wrap around the stem, especially those grown as ground cover rather than for grain. Verb. To lay out on the grass. To knock down an opponent, etc. Offers. Noun. A proposal that has been made. Verb. To propose or express one's willingness to do something. Noun. Used in combinations from phrasal verbs. Agent noun of off. Consuming. Verb. To use up. Noun. Consumption. The process by which something is consumed. Adjective. Holding one's attention or interest. Copied. Verb. To produce an object identical to a given object. Pulled. Verb. To apply a force to an object, so that it comes toward the person or thing applying the force. Adjective. Of cooked meat, prepared by being torn into fine pieces. Shampoo. Noun. A traditional Indian and Persian body massage given after pouring warm water over the body and rubbing it with extracts from herbs. Verb. To wash one's own hair with shampoo. Annotations. Noun. A critical or explanatory commentary or analysis. Heated. Verb. To cause an increase in temperature of an object or space. To cause to become hot. Often with up. Adjective. Very agitated, angry or impassioned. Require. Verb. To ask someone for something. To request. Counterexample. Noun. An exception to a proposed general rule. A specific instance of the falsity of a universally quantified statement. Myself. Pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Me. As direct or indirect object, the speaker as the object of a verb or preposition. when the speaker is also the subject. Regenerative. Adjective, that serves to regenerate. Quantum. Noun, the total amount of something. Quantity. Adjective, of a change, sudden or discrete, without intermediate stages. Fell. Noun, a cutting down of timber. Verb, to make something fall, especially to chop down a tree. Continuously. Adverb, without pause. Canonical. Noun, the formal robes of a priest. Adjective, present in a canon, religious or otherwise. Container. Noun, someone who contains, something that contains. Drought. Noun, a period of unusually low rainfall, longer and more severe than a dry spell. Sits. Noun, subsidence of the roof of a coal mine. Verb, of a person, to be in a position in which the upper body is upright and supported by the buttocks. Noun, short for situation. Financial. Adjective, related to finances. Groups. Noun, a number of things or persons being in some relation to one another. Verb, to put together to form a group. Oral. Noun, a spoken test or examination, particularly in a language class. Adjective, relating to the mouth. Random. Noun, a roving motion, course without definite direction, lack of rule or method. Chance. Adjective, having unpredictable outcomes and, in the ideal case, all outcomes equally probable, resulting from such selection, lacking statistical correlation. Alcohol. Noun, any of a class of organic compounds, such as ethanol, containing a hydroxyl functional group. O. Driver. Noun, one who drives something, in any sense of the verb to drive. Selected. Verb, to choose one or more elements of a set, especially a set of options. Adjective, that have been selected or chosen. Becoming. Verb, to arrive, come, to a place. Noun, the act or process by which something becomes. Adjective, pleasingly suitable, fit, congruous, beautiful. Shampoo. Noun, a traditional Indian and Persian body massage given after pouring warm water over the body and rubbing it with extracts from herbs. Verb, to wash one's own hair with shampoo. Groups. Noun, a number of things or persons being in some relation to one another. Verb, to put together to form a group. Adjusted. Verb, to modify. Adjective, which has been compensated in order to avoid bias. Script. Noun, a writing, a written document. Verb, to make or write a script. Illusion. Noun, anything that seems to be something that it is not. Accessible. Adjective, easy of access or approach. Related. Verb, to tell in a descriptive way. Adjective, standing in relation or connection. Adjective, connected to or depending on something else. Comparative. Airplanes. Noun, a powered heavier than air aircraft with fixed wings. Verb, to fly in an aeroplane. Minor. Noun, a person who is below the age of majority. Consent. Criminal responsibility or other adult responsibilities and accountabilities. Verb, to choose or have an area of secondary concentration as a student in a college or university. Adjective, of little significance or importance. Lumbering. Noun, the act of one who lumbers. Heavy, clumsy movement. Adjective, clumsy or awkward. Documentaries. Noun, a film, TV program, publication etc., which presents a social, political, scientific or historical subject in a factual or informative manner. Nest. Noun, a structure built by a bird as a place to incubate eggs and rear young. Verb, of animals, to build or settle into a nest. Hiatus. Noun, a gap in a series, making it incomplete. Date. Noun, the fruit of the date palm. Phoenix dactylifera, somewhat in the shape of an olive, containing a soft, Sweet pulp and enclosing a hard kernel. Neighbors. Noun. A person living on adjacent or nearby land. A person situated adjacently or nearby. Anything. Of the same type of thing as the subject. In an adjacent or nearby position. Verb. To be adjacent to. Idea. Noun. An abstract archetype of a given thing. Compared to which real-life examples are seen as imperfect approximations. Pure essence. As opposed to actual examples. Editing. Verb. To change a text. Or a document. Noun. An act or instance of something being edited. Glide. Noun. The act of gliding. Verb. To move softly, smoothly, or effortlessly. Finalize. Verb. To make final or firm. To finish or complete. Catch. Noun. The act of seizing or capturing. Verb. Heading. To capture, overtake. Beach. Noun. The shore of a body of water. Especially when sandy or pebbly. Verb. To run aground on a beach. Noun. A gravel-filled zone on a racetrack. Used as a hazard. Exclusionary region. And. Safety device to slow down and trap vehicles. Fall through. Verb. To be unsuccessful, abort, come to nothing, not. To be cancelled. Not to proceed.